team, welcome to today's workout. Thank you so much for joining me today. Before we get started, I will remind you, please make sure to check in once we are finished today. You can do that just below the video player here as well. Please make use of the stretching video that is also available to you to leave your body feeling nice and healthy and happy. All right? So today's workout, we're going to do focused circuits with cardio. How this is going to work is we're going to have 4 different exercises that are going to work the same part of our body. We're going to do each exercise for 30 seconds each for a total of 2 minutes. After each 2 minutes, we'll take a quick break, grab some water. We're going to do each circuit 3 times before moving on to a new set of exercises. All right? So first, we're going to start with our lower bodies. We're going to do kettlebell swings, reverse lunges, narrow squats, and table ups. I'll show you how to do all of these things before we get started. So, kettlebell swings, basically, you're going to need some sort of weight for this, but you're only going to need one, whether you have dumbbells, soup cans, water bottles. If you have a kettlebell, feel free to use it. I do not, so I'm just going to use one of my dumbbells here. We're going to start feet shoulder width apart with a slight bend in your knees, just like this. You're going to hold the weight evenly in both of your hands, just like this, in front of yourself. Now, a kettlebell swing, there is no squat to this, all right? What you're going to do is you're going to swing your hips behind you. Feel free to get really far forward to start. You're going to thrust those hips forward just like this, squeezing your bum at the front. This is a quick, aggressive movement, so feel free to be quick and aggressive with it, all right? After that, we are switching to reverse lunges. So, a reverse lunge, we're going to start, we're going to kick one foot behind us, drop our center of gravity down over our knee in the front. We're going to push up through that heel of our front foot, and we're just going to alternate legs each time. After that, we are switching to narrow stance squats. So, a regular squat, your feet are just kind of around the shoulder width area. With a narrow squat, what you're going to do is you're going to bring those feet in to the inside of your hip line. So if you were to kind of move to one side, look down your hip, the outside of your foot is on the inside of that hip line. From there, it's a regular squat. We're going to hinge at our knees and our waist, keeping our weight in our heels. We're just going to squat down, pushing up through those heels in order to stand back up. All right. Last, we have table ups. Now, this is a bit more of a moderate intensity exercise. If you do need to change these into just a regular hip lift or a glute bridge, basically with your shoulders on the floor, feel free to do that instead. All right, we're going to sit kind of in a V-sit, leaning back on our hands just like this. Feet shoulder width apart. We're going to lift our bums up to the ceiling, squeezing our bums at the top. Like I said, if you need to turn this into just a regular hip lift, just like that, feel free to do that as well. All right, 10 seconds here, team. We'll get started with our first round, kettlebell swings. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and go. So remember to be quick and aggressive with this one here, team. There is no squat involved. You're just swinging your hips back behind you. All right, 10 more seconds. We're going to switch to our reverse lunge, all right? Switching right into it with no break. 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, so switching straight into that reverse lunge, dropping that center of gravity down towards that front knee. You're not leaning into it. You still are standing up nice and tall, all right? Pushing up through that heel in the front in order to stand up. 10 seconds. We'll switch to our narrow squats. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Narrow squats. Switching and starting as soon as you're able to. Awesome job, team. Keep going, pushing up through those heels in order to stand up. 10 seconds, we will switch to our table ups. And 3, 2, 1. All right, into those table ups. Remember to switch these into just regular hip lifts / glute bridges if you need to. And then we're just lifting, squeezing that bum at the top, kind of forming a backwards table with our bodies. And 10 seconds here, team. We'll take a quick break and do this again. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, awesome job with circuit 1 here, team. We'll take this quick break, and like I said, we'll do this one for a second time. Whew. All right, team. Take a deep breath with me. Here we go. And in and out. All right. Again, that order, team, is kettlebell swings, reverse lunges, narrow squats, and table ups. A little over 10 seconds here, and we'll get started with those kettlebell swings. So grab your weight. Here we go. 5 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and go. Good. So thrusting those hips forward, squeezing that bum at the front nice and tight. You want to keep your feet flat on the floor for this whole time. All right, try not to rock back and forth from your heels to your toes. 10 seconds here, team, switching to our reverse lunge. And 3, 2, 1, and switch into that reverse lunge, switching and starting as soon as you're able to. Dropping that center of gravity down towards that front knee, pushing up through your heel in order to stand up. 10 seconds here, team, switching to our narrow squats. And 3, 2, 1, and switch into those narrow squats. Just switching and starting as soon as you're able to. Pushing up through those heels to stand up. All right, 10 seconds here, team. We're gonna switch to our table ups. Remember to modify those if you need to. 3, 2, 1, and switch into those table ups. Awesome job, team. Stay with me now. Almost done. 10 more seconds. Then we'll take another break. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right, awesome work, team. Let's grab some water, and then we'll do this one for the last time, okay? Whew. All right, team. Take a deep breath with me. Here we go. And in and out. All right. That order again, team. Last time, kettlebell swings, reverse lunges, narrow squats, and table ups. A little over 10 seconds here. Again, and we'll get started. Grab your weight for your kettlebell swings. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Awesome job, team. Stay with me now. Remember, there's no squat in this. You're just driving your hips back, squeezing your bum at the front, thrusting them forward quite quickly and aggressively. All right. Less than 10 seconds, switching to our reverse lunge. And 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, switching and starting as soon as you're able to. Awesome work, team. Stay with me now. All right, 10 seconds. We'll switch to that narrow squat. 5 seconds. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. And narrow squats, switching and starting as soon as you're able to with these. Feet on the inside of your hip line. Take these ones a little slower if you find your balance is a little bit off. Weight in your heels, up and down, 10 seconds. Here we go. Switching to our table ups. 3, 2, 1, and switch into our table ups. Final 30 seconds. Here we go. Awesome job, team. Keep going. Keep lifting and squeezing at the top. Here we go. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right, awesome job, team. Let's take this quick break. We'll grab some water, and then we'll move on to the next one, all right? Whew. All right, team. Take a deep breath with me. Here we go, and in, and out. All right, moving on, team. We are moving on to our upper bodies for this next one. All of these exercises, all 4 of them, are going to be plank positions, all right? So if you do find being on the floor for these is a bit too intense, feel free to stand up, lean against a wall, a set of stairs, a chair. Anything that has you standing up taller is going to make this easier for you, all right? So number 1, we are doing shrugs. Number 2 is plank walks. 3 is wide grip push-ups. And then 4 is renegades. I'll show you these things and then we will get started. So shrugs. We're going to get into a plank position on our hands for this one, all right? So we're going to keep a nice straight line from our shoulder to our contact point with the floor. Whether that's your knees or your toes is completely up to you. What we're going to do with shrugs, this is one of the only times I'm going to tell you to lock your elbows, all right? So lock your elbows. You're just going to drop yourself down towards the floor, keeping yourself moving up and down through your shoulder socket, all right? This is a very small range of motion. It may not feel like you're doing very much, but you're basically going up and down just like this. After that, we have plank walks. So again, we're on our hands for these. Actually, we're on our hands for all of them. We're not doing anything on our elbows in the plank position. So plank walks. What we're gonna do, we're gonna start with our hands kind of off to one side. You're still keeping that nice straight line from your shoulder to your contact point with the floor. You're going to take 2 steps to one side with your hands. So 1 together, 2 together, all right? And then we're going to walk back. 1 together, 2 together. So just back and forth, always with those 2 steps. One piece of advice, don't cross your hands. Meet them in the middle and then kind of move yourself along from there. Otherwise, it feels very, very awkward. After that, we have wide grip push-ups. So what we're going to do with this, a regular push-up, your hands are just slightly wider than your shoulders. From there, for a wide grip push-up, we're going to widen our hands at least a hand's width on either side, keeping our cores nice and tight. We're going to lower ourselves down 90 degrees and then push ourselves back up. Finally, we have renegades. So renegades, I want you to bring your hands kind of nice and close in together. Again, if you want to use weights for this one, feel free. You just have to hold on to those weights just like so. What we're going to do is 1 arm at a time. You're going to drive that elbow behind you, gently squeezing that shoulder blade in the back, all right? Keep your core nice and tight for this one as well. We want to limit any twisting from side to side, okay? Less than 10 seconds here, team. We'll get started with our shrugs. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and go. So keep those elbows locked. You're just dropping yourself in and out of that shoulder socket, all right? Awesome job. Stay with me now. And 10 seconds left, switching to plank walks. Try not to shrug up into your neck when doing these shrugs either. 3, 2, 1. All right, switching to plank walks. So 1, 2 together. Just think 1, 2 together in the middle. Always having those hands side by side, not crossing them. All right. Ooh, definitely feeling this in the arms and shoulders. 10 seconds here, team. We're switching to our wide grip push-ups. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, into those wide grip push-ups. Switching and starting as soon as you're able to. Awesome job, team. Stay with me now. If this is quite intense for you, just because we are in plank the whole time, feel free to take a second to shake everything out and start again. All right, renegades in 3, 2, 1. All right, switching into those renegades. And squeezing that shoulder blade in the back. Give yourself a little half second to a second pause once that elbow is back there. Good, 10 seconds left, and then we'll take a break. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right, excellent work, team. We'll take this quick break, grab some water, and do this one for a second time, okay? Whew. All right, team. Take a deep breath with me. Here we go, and in and out. All right, that order again, team, is shrugs, plank walks, wide grip push-ups, and renegades. Less than 10 seconds here. We'll start again with our shrugs. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1, and go. So nice and controlled, just dropping that body down towards the ground, pushing yourself back up. Awesome work. Switching to our plank walks in 10 seconds. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. All right, switching to those plank walks, 2 steps with your hands side to side. Also remember, you can do these things against the wall, leaning against the wall. If you find the floor is getting a bit too intense, modify them if you need to. I would rather you modify them than burn out and not be able to do any more, all right? 5 seconds, switching to our wide grip push-ups. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Whew. Into those push-ups. Awesome job, team. Stay with me now. Oh. Switching to our renegades, 10 seconds. Ooh. Slow things down if you have to. And 3, 2, 1. All right, renegades. Final 30 seconds of this round. Keep your core nice and squeezed on your renegades to try to limit any twisting from side to side. Awesome job, team. Stay with me now. 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right, excellent job, team. We'll take this quick break. We'll grab some water, and then we'll do this one last time. Whew. Whew. All right, team. Take a deep breath with me. Here we go, and in and out. All right, again, that order last time, team, it's shrugs, plank walks, and wide grip push-ups and renegades, all right? 10 seconds here, we'll get started with our shrugs. Here we go. In 3, 2, Remember to take things nice and slow if you need to. Awesome job, team. Switching to our plank walks here in about 10 seconds. Almost done. 3, 2, 1. All right, plank walks, switching into those. Switching and starting as soon as you're able to. Just pivoting side to side. Ooh. In these plank walks. All right, awesome job, team. We're gonna switch to our wide grip push-ups here in about 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and switch. Wide grip push-ups. Keep that core nice and tight. Awesome job, team. Stay with me, 10 seconds. Switching to renegades. Whew, almost there. In 3, 2, 1. All right, final renegades. Ooh. Oh. I don't know about you, but my shoulders are screaming at me. Whew. Awesome job, team. Stay with me, we're almost there. 15 seconds. All right, 5. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oh, all right. Awesome job, team. Let's take this quick break, grab some water, and then we will move on to our cardio, all right? All right, team. Take a deep breath with me. Here we go. And in and out. All right. Moving on to cardio here, team. Our moves are going to be scissor jumps, high knees, wall taps, and burpees. All right. I will show you these things and then we will get started. So, a scissor jump. I want you to think of these like jumping jacks without the arms. All right. We're just going to hop in and out just like so. If you find the hop is a bit too intense, you can step out to the side just like this. All right. After that, we have high knees, very literally named piece of cardio. I like to start standing on one of my knees just like this with the other knee up in front of me just like so. From here, we're just going to hop foot to foot, driving that knee up in front of us as high as it will go. All right. After that, we have wall taps. I'm going to show you a modification for these in case you don't have a wall handy, but basically what you're going to do is you're going to walk over to a wall, basically hop, tapping the wall with your fingers nice and gently, hopping off of your toes instead of just landing, winding yourself back up and hopping again. All right, so it looks a little something like this. Hey, if you don't have a wall handy or if you find jumping against the wall is making you dizzy or anything like that, step away from that wall. I'm just going to get you to hop the exact same way off those toes with your hands leading you, all right? Then, burpees, the dreaded burpee. So, a burpee is a hop, a sprawl, back into your hop, okay? If you need to, omit the hop completely. And what you can do as well is, instead of sprawling, you can step your feet out and then choose to stand up in between, or you can just stay on the floor, just stepping your feet in and out, okay? So 10 seconds here, team. We're gonna get started with our scissor jumps. First round, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Doesn't have to be a huge hop either. Just hopping out side to side. Awesome work. Stay with me here, team. 10 seconds. Switching to high knees. And again, switching and starting as soon as you're able to. 2, 1, and switch. All right. Into those high knees. getting that knee up, driving that knee up in front of you as high as it will go. If that's not very high, that's completely fine, all right? All right, 10 seconds here, team. We're gonna switch to our wall taps. And 3, 2, 1, and switch into those wall taps. I'm going to do them away from the wall just so I can watch the clock. We don't want to be doing any more wall taps than we need to. Awesome work, team. Switching to burpees, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Whew. Modify these as much as you need to. Excellent work, team. Stay with me now. Whew. You've got 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Oh. All right, let's take this quick break, team. We'll grab some water and then we will do this one for the second time. All right, take a deep breath with me here, team, and in and out. All right, that order again is scissor jumps, high knees, wall taps, and burpees. All right, let's get ready. About 10 seconds here, team. We will get started. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Excellent work, team. Just hopping those feet in and out. Ten seconds, we'll switch to our high knees. And 3, 2, 1, and switch into those high knees. Switching and starting as soon as you can. Awesome job, team. 10 seconds. Switching to wall taps. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Wall taps. Whew. Awesome job, team. Stay with me now. Switching to burpees here in a second. 5 seconds, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and switch. Whew. All right, modify these however you need to. Awesome job, team. Stay with me now. Whew. 10 seconds left. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Whew. All right, awesome job, team. Let's take this quick break. We'll grab some water, and then we'll do this one for the last time, okay? Whew. Whew. All right, team. Take a deep breath with me. Here we go. And in and out. All right. Again, team. That order is scissor jumps, high knees, wall taps, and burpees. All right, less than 10 seconds here. We'll get started with our scissor jumps. 3, 2, 1, and go. Awesome job, team. Stay with me now. Ooh. 10 seconds, we'll switch to our high knees. And 3, 2, 1, and switch. Switching to those high knees. Whew. 10 seconds, team. Switching to our wall taps. 3, 2, 1, and switch into those wall taps. You may not be hopping as high this time around. That's completely fine. 10 seconds here, team. And 3, 2, 1. All right, burpees. Final burpees. Modify these however you need to. Awesome job, team. Stay with me now. 15 seconds, and we're done. 5 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and a rest. Awesome job, team. We did it. We're done. Thank you so much for joining me today. I always appreciate your time. Now that we are finished, please remember to check in. You can do that just below the video player here. As well, if you feel comfortable with it, I would love to see your sweaty selfie on social media. You can tag me on both Facebook and Instagram at M12 Fitness Liz. All right? Thanks again so much, team. And I will see you for our next one.